tips for hiking styles. I'm going to try and demonstrate a few different styles for you here. My first demonstration piece is on a nice little hiking bench here, and this is meant to look like a bit like a solo, this boat. But I see an awful lot of people sailing a solo with their toes hanging on, their knees bent, their legs taking a lot of pain at this angle here, and they're not really extending very far because they have leg pain. They also end up with knee pain because you're putting a lot more pressure on your knees the more angled your knees are. What I encourage you is to bring your knees into the boat more, straighten your legs, straighten yourself, and I don't know if you noticed the difference in the distance between the floor, that's your freeboard, that'll affect massively how well you can sail your boat. Because like this, you'll be heeled and the rudder will be pulled, and you're constantly pulling the rudder, which loses pointing ability. And if you can straighten your legs and bring your bum off the water, you increase your freeboard and you can sail the boat flatter, and you can use more shoulders to keep the boat flatter too for the core. And if of course you decide to make it easier still and you select a decent product, a hiking pad, you can at the same time give yourself more lift by extending the side of the deck with these straight legs, and that reduces the sag. So if you could see, my right buttock is higher than my left buttock at the moment, and that lift that the pad generates for me means that I can hike and get the boat even flatter, if not heeled on top of me, to give me a flatter hiking style, which makes me sail faster. At the same time, I want to show you a few things that are really bad for you. I nearly finished my sailing career because my muscles in my knee became imbalanced. And I used to do a lot of things when I got tired. I used to hike sideways and use this big lateral muscle here, which of course is always easier to build than the little one in here. And if I was a footballer, they would suggest how important this little muscle is, because you have to hike with your toes kind of parallel or outwards, but you mustn't hike with your toes pointing in because that uses the lateral muscles. And eventually you start getting knee pain, and I'll explain it's time to drop the trousers. I've got a picture showing you the two muscle groups that are in question around your knee. And your knee, if you treat it like a train on a train track, you've got a big muscle at a small angle, and you've got a little muscle here, I've aligned it in red, at a large angle. And whilst those two muscle groups have the same traction on the train track, your kneecap goes up and down your leg without any pain. The moment this muscle gets too big and this one switches off, then you get knee pain in hiking. So to really try hard to work this inner muscle group, and don't cheat and roll your legs, else you'll end up with a lot of knee pain in future. So apologies for dropping my trousers, my wife will kill me. Thank you very much, everybody.